Um, yeah. If you have a blanket or a couch cushion, pillow or anything, make yourself comfortable. Sit up nice and tall. So, welcome to session 4. We'll continue our exploration of yoga practice at a very simple, basic, beginner level. So, for today's session, we'll continue focusing on a different aspect today. So, before we get there, just settle down. So, allow yourself this moment of quiet. Allow yourself to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And breathe it out. Relax your shoulders. Relax your elbows. Bring your elbows close to your side body, allowing your wrists to rest on your thighs. We'll begin our session with the invocation. Let's join our palms together close to heart center. Take a deep breath in and breathe it out. Take a moment to mute yourself if you have just joined in. Take a deep breath in. Sahana bhavatu, sahanau bhunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahai, tejasvinavaditamastu, ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So we'll continue our exploration of different aspects of yoga practice. A couple of weeks ago, we started with a back bend practice, very relevant to understanding of waking up the body, activating the body. The backbend process, that the backbend session is a great way to really engage in the morning sessions. Then we targeted a more softer practice with the forward bends, allowing you to explore the restorative, rejuvenating aspects of it. How do you activate on one side, but how do you cool yourself, calm yourself, to surrender yourself in kind of a contrasting practice. For today's session, we will have a little bit more practice that is going to feel more challenging. We'll feel more, you may feel discomfort to some extent, but we'll understand what we're trying to do. So we'll work on our core practice today. So we will focus on building some strength in our abdominal muscles. So you'll see them be waked up, be warmed up, and also get to use a little bit of an activation in your core muscles. So you'll feel a lot of burn in your abdomen for today's session. So bear with it. It's just that the process is working. Before we get into the core practice, I want to emphasize certain basic elements that you may want to employ in today's session. So take a look at your belly button. So bring your fingertips to your belly button. So squeeze your belly button and activate through that. Make small circles, allowing you to really feel through what does that area look like. And when you're comfortable, I want you to squeeze through that belly button towards your spine. So you're squeezing like you're trying to fit into a jeans that is maybe a size smaller than what you're normally wearing. And so you're trying to fit into a tighter jeans, squeezing into that. So I want you to understand how the drawing your navel back towards your spine feels like. So you're going to do this without your fingers. So I want you to really squeeze that navel in towards your spine. So you'll engage that. Second part I want to highlight is the part about your low ribs. So there is ribs that you can feel as you can touch your upper chest area here. You can feel those hard ribs, but there is the softer ribs on the top of your abdomen. They tend to splay up. So you'll see that they kind of open up like a big, arching open. What we will do is to counteract that, to draw that low ribs in towards your upper abdomen. So you're not splaying open, but you're more contracting it in towards your upper abdomen. That's kind of the second part that we want to highlight. Third part is very important, is understanding of the pelvic floor. So I want you to close your eyes and squeeze your anal sphincter in. So you're like holding, like you want to use your bathroom, but you can't find one. So you're holding back, like you're holding your pelvic muscles up and in. So you're drawing your pelvic muscles up and in, perineal muscles in, lifting it up towards the rest of the body. So on one side, you're lifting up your pelvic floor, you're squeezing your navel in towards your spine, and also you're tucking your low ribs in. So your three-dimensional coordination of different muscle groups, allowing you to compact your abdominal area. So we tend to have rather underdeveloped core muscles, and that kind of creates a lot of softness in this area. We tend to use the strength in our legs or arms to compensate for that. So today we'll work on this area, and so you'll need those three basics: lifting up through your pelvic floor, forming up through your navel, and tucking your lower ribs in towards your upper abdomen. So that's kind of the basics. We'll get started. I'll set myself the timer just so that I don't lose track of it. No worries. Okay, so bring yourself to a nice tabletop position. Shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Find your flat back. I'm going to check to make sure there is no. Bring yourself to a nice tabletop position. Shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Drop your navel, lift up through your chest, lift up through your tailbone, finding this nice opening in the chest. Exhale, tuck your chin into your chest, rounding to your upper back, rounding to your mid back, curling through your tailbone. We've been here. So allow yourself this wonderful opportunity to warm up your spine, wake up the muscles in the back of your body. It's a great way to start a day, any practice. This is Marjari Asana, cat-cow stretch. I find this a very beneficial posture for starting any work. While you're here, bring your left palm along the midline, rotate, reach your right arm to the skies, press away from the floor so you're not collapsing into your left arm. More importantly, you're pressing away, rotating the chest, reaching your right arm up towards the skies. Exhale as you gradually bring your right arm down. Right palm replaces the left. Here again, activate, drawing energy up through your right arm and distributing it to every corner of your body. Rotate the torso, shine your heart to the left of the room. Gradually come back to center, come back down. So while you're here, press the tops of your feet. So make sure you bring the tops of your feet down. If you have discomfort doing that, tuck a blanket under it. So that might also be a great way to compensate for that as well. So we'll do what is called as the cat-cow hovering. So keeping everything still, firm up through your navel. So go back to the same basics. Firm up through your navel, lift up through your pelvic floor, and tuck your lower ribs in. And this time, lift your knees off the mat. Only the tops of your feet and the palms are touching the floor. Everything else is off. Firm up through your navel. So lengthening through your tailbone. Find a nice length in your spine. Breathe into this situation. And exhale, go ahead and lower down. Inhale, open through the chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Go back to Marjariyasana, the hovering posture. So keeping the tops of your feet resting. Inhale as you press away from the floor, firm up through your navel, firm up through tuck your lower ribs into your abdomen, firm up, draw your navel up towards meet your spine, finding this nice hovering position, crown of head lengthening to the top of the mat. And exhale, go ahead and lower down. Inhale, wash it away with some up cat and down cat. Walk yourself towards the front of the mat. We'll add a little bit more spice to our practice. Slide your right leg back, curl your right toes, and waking the back of your right leg all the way from your hamstrings, backs of your knees, the back of your right calf muscle. And then reach your left arm up and lift up through your right leg. So your opposite limbs are reaching farther out. Great way to engage through your core here. Here again, lift up through your belly button moving up to meet the spine. And exhale, go ahead and lower your left arm, right knee back down. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Slide your left leg back, taking time to gradually wake up the back of your leg. And then reaching your right arm out, plug your right shoulder blade down and back, and then firm up through your navel so you're not overwhelming your low back. So as you squeeze your navel in, you will be able to create that right amount of compaction in your abdomen to get into these basic shapes. Breathe into this shape. Feels difficult, feels very alien to your existence here, but this is a great way to exercise through the core. Slowly go ahead and lower your right arm, left knee back down. Take a moment to peel yourself back. So give yourself a little bit of a rest for your wrists. And we'll go back again into that tabletop ab stretch. So this is my favorite posture for waking up the core, very effortlessly, gently. The more we practice this core becomes nice and well developed. So we'll go back to sliding the right leg back, reaching the left arm out, and lift up through the right leg. We'll add a little bit more spice to this practice here. Inhale, reach your left arm out, and exhale, bring the left elbow to meet the right knee under your navel. Inhale as you open. Exhale, left elbow to your right knee under the navel. Stay with me. Inhale, reach your left arm out, right leg back. Exhale, left elbow meets the right knee under the navel. One more time. Inhale, keep going back. Inhale, left arm, right leg back. Exhale, left elbow meets the right knee. One last time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left elbow meets the right knee. And open and come back down. Take a moment to settle down. Catch your breath back again. So if you feel that you ran out of breath, take a good moment to catch up on your breathing. So become aware of the fact that you're feeling more challenged, feeling more discomfort. So if you get comfortable with that, you will probably be able to get through this session much better. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. Slide your left leg back, curl your left toes, pulsing through your left leg, waking up the muscles in the back of your leg. And then reaching your right arm out, plug your right shoulder blade down, using the inside of your left thigh, lift up. Nice deep breath in the shape. Get comfortable with forming up through your navel. Keep going back to the basics. Inhale, reach. Right fingertips reaching out, left leg reaching back. Exhale as you bring your right elbow to meet the left knee under your navel. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. Stay with me. Inhale, open. And exhale, last time. Open. And bring your right arm down, left knee back down. Take a moment to sit back on your heels. Allow yourself a little bit of a rest for your wrist. Take a deep breath in, long breath out. So, adding a little bit more spice to our practice this morning. Plant your palms, spread your arms nicely, shoulder distance apart. Slide your legs back, spike your heels. Allow the tailbone to lengthen. Coming into top of a push-up, plank pose. I know we're still working through that. The more we work on the plank pose, we'll be developing a nice core for ourselves. Draw your chest through your arms. Crown of head lengthen to the front of the room. And as you exhale, we'll add the second posture that we've been working on, downward facing dog. Body's in shape of an inverted V. Arms are shoulder distance apart, feet are hip width apart. Press away from the floor. Finding nice length in your spine. And slowly and gradually come onto your tippy toes and walk gradually towards the front of the mat. Bring your feet hip width apart. I'm going to face you. Bring your feet hip width apart. Bend your knees generously. Fold over. Clasp your opposite elbows. Transition the weight of your body towards the front of your toes, in front of your toes. Allows you to lengthen through the backs of your legs. Go as far as the body allows. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins. Find a nice flat back. Hands to your hips and find a nice tall spine. And bring your arms by your side. So we'll add a little bit more warmth into our practice. The core practice needs a lot more warmth for you to feel the full effects of it. Bend your knees, reach arms up. Palms meet, heart rises. Exhale as you press the air. Create your own resistance. Bring your arms gradually by your side. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, press the air away. Create your own resistance. Bring your arms gradually by your side. Drawing energy and sending energy all the way into your arms, elbows, and into your fingertips. One more time. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale as you press the air away. Pretend you're emerging out of a big jar of molasses or honey. The air around you is thick as you challenge your way to emerge out of it. Bring your arms by your side. Inhale as you reach arms up. Soft bending your knees. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, find your half lift. Exhale, fold. Keeping the crown of your head pointed down. Keeping the right foot where it is. Slide your left leg back. Go ahead and lower your left knee to the mat. Fingertips to the either side of your right foot. Curl your toes. Slide your right leg back to meet the left. Coming top of a push-up. Hugging your elbows close to your side body in a nice straight line, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, find your cobra. We have worked on the cobra. So plant your palms, hug your elbows close to your side body. Inhale, lift up through your upper chest. Firm up through your navel. Peel your navel off the mat. Exhale, ripple through your spine. Lower your head, rest your forehead to the mat. Curl your toes. Push yourself up. Plank pose. And send your hips back, downward facing dog. Make your own transition here. Doesn't have to meet and match where I am. Find this nice, comfortable shape. Body's in shape of an inverted V. Press away from the floor. Come on to your tippy toes. Bend your knees, look past your palms. Slowly and gradually walk your left foot between your palms. Go ahead and lower your right knee to the mat. Taking your own transition here. Curl your right toes, lift up through your right knee. And step your right foot to meet the left. Inhale, half lift, and exhale as you fold. Sweep your arms down, around, and up. Reach your arms up. Palms meet, heart rises. Exhale as you drop happy heart. That's called Surya Namaskar A. It's a very simplistic variation of Surya Namaskar A using plank pose, cobra, and many other postures that are essential in building strength and flexibility. More importantly, warmth in the body. So we'll add a little bit more spice to that. Inhale, reach arms up, and exhale as you fold. Slide your right leg back, followed by the left, coming into top of a push-up. Again, plank pose, very essential in building strong core. Slowly hugging your elbows close to your side, but in a nice straight line, lower all the way down to your belly. We'll work on, to some extent, back into our back bends. More importantly, focusing on building core strength. So bring your arms by your side. Backs of your hand resting. Rest your chin on the mat. The next inhale, lift up through your head, back of your neck long. Lift up your upper chest off the floor. Rest of the body is still in contact with the mat. Waking up your upper back. Exhale as you lower your head. Rest your chin back down. We'll add a little bit more to that. This time, inhale as you lift up through your head. Back of your neck is long. Collarbones wide, shoulder blades down and back. Allow the arms to hover a couple of inches off the floor. Fingertips reaching towards the back of the mat. Exhale as you gradually ripple through your spine. Lower your head, rest your chin on the mat. As we continue to build through Shalabhasana, notice that the body seems more and more energized and waked up. Continuing our exploration of Shalabhasana. Inhale, lift up through your head, back of neck long, collarbones wide. Peel your upper chest off the floor. Allow the arms to hover a couple of inches off the floor. Lift up through your toes, feet, shins, knees. Finding the full expression of Shalabhasana. Fingertips reaching towards the back. Exhale as you ripple through your spine, lower your head, rest your forehead on the mat. Bring your forearms in front of you, like railroad tracks. Let them be separated by shoulder distance, palms face down. Hug your thighs to the midline. While you're here, lift up through your chest, sternum rising, collarbones wide. Relax your shoulder blades. Peel your navel off the mat. Find your baby cobra, Ardha Bhujangasana. Finding this comfort in this shape as you lift up through your pelvic. As you engage your pelvic floor, draw your navel in towards your spine and tuck your low ribs in. Exhale as you lower your head and rest your forehead on the mat. Plant your palms, hug your elbows close to your side body, preparing for Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. With the next inhale, lift up through your head, back of your neck long, collarbones wide, finding the full expression of Cobra. This is allowing you to experience the same compaction. Draw your navel in, lift up through your pelvic floor, and tuck your low ribs in. Wonderful posture. Exhale as you ripple through your spine, lower your head, rest your forehead to the mat. Take a moment, make a stack of forearms in front of you, rest your forehead on top of it. Take a quick transition breath here. And slowly and gradually come back up. So we'll add another dimension to the Shalabhasana practice, the locust pose. This is going to feel a little bit more core engaging. You'll see this, you'll experience what does that core burn, the uh, intense sensations that you've never experienced before. So you might feel some strange sensations that in this practice. So before I talk more about it, reach your right arm out and lower your head, rest your forehead on the mat. Wrap your left arm around your low back. So you're placing the back of your left hand as you weigh down your low back. So keeping that left arm as an anchor point. So keeping that right foot down, I invite you to do the same thing. We did the same posture with the tabletop ab stretch. Now we're going to do it on our belly. So keeping everything as it is. Inhale as you lift up through your right arm and lift up through your left leg. Exhale as you gradually lower yourself back down. Right arm comes down and the left leg comes down. So we'll do this. This is a very simple posture. Opposite limbs lifting and your left hand is anchoring through your center point. We'll do the same thing. We'll do about 5 of these postures here. Inhale as you lift up your right arm, left leg up. Breathe. Exhale. Come back down. One more time. Inhale. Right arm, left leg up. Exhale. Lower yourself down. Inhale. Right arm, left leg up. And exhale. Come back down. Quick reminder to form up through your navel and engage through your core. This should feel intense depending upon how firmly you're pressing that left arm down. Inhale, right arm, left leg up. And go ahead and lower yourself down. We'll switch sides. So reach your left arm out and wrap your right arm around your low back. So making sure that your low back feels heavy and anchored. Take a quick transition breath here and let it go. With the next inhale, lifting up through your left arm and right leg, hovering. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, left arm, right leg up. Exhale, lower. Stay with me here, keep going. Inhale, left arm, right leg up. Exhale, come back down. Couple more here. Inhale, left arm, right leg up. Come back down. One last time, I promise. Inhale, left arm, right leg up. And come back down. Make a stack of forearms in front of you. And take a quick breath in. And come back down. We'll add a practice called as Chaturanga Dandasana. This is one of the most highly recommended postures for strengthening through the core. So as we continue to explore these muscle groups in the abdomen area, this Chaturanga Dandasana is known to be one of the most powerful ways to really ignite those muscles there. So what it needs is to make a fist, thumb inside. So create a fist with thumb inside and come down to your forearms. So your forearms, your fist, wrists, forearms and elbows are firmly down. Make sure your right and left elbows are directly under your shoulders. So you have that nice perfect alignment. Keeping this, lifting up through your chest. Curl your toes and lift up the entire body. So the entire body is hovering inches off the floor, and draw your chest through your arms. Turn your gaze to the front of the room. Spike your heels back, tailbone lengthening towards the space between your heels and finding this Chaturanga Dandasana. Going back to the basics, lifting up through your pelvic floor, forming up through your navel. and tucking your lower ribs in, creating this hollowness, this concave shape of your abdomen. Go ahead and lower down to your knees. Take a quick break. Chaturanga Dandasana is a powerful way to really wake up through every muscle fiber in your body. There is no lazy way of doing Chaturanga Dandasana. You will feel a lot of burn and engagement in your core. So we'll go back to Chaturanga Dandasana one more time, just in case you felt you didn't get enough of it previously. So make a fist, thumb inside. I like to keep that thumb inside. Nice separation between your left and right arms. Elbows directly under your shoulders. Curl your toes and lift up your entire body off the floor. So except your forearms and your toes, nothing else is touching the floor. Inhale as you shine your heart to the front of the room. Breathe into the situation. Try not to hold your breath into the shade. Nice, comfortable breathing. Stay with me as far as you can. And gradually lower yourself down. Make a stack of forearms, rest your forehead on the mat. And plant your palms and come back up to a nice tabletop position. And transition between up cat and down cat. Go at your own pace. Find your own comfort in these postures. All right, so we'll work on a few more postures here. I want to highlight the importance of some more postures that will help you eventually in building core strength. So coming back into your plank pose, so the more you work on your plank, this is getting greater and stronger. So here we are in the plank pose. So this is a great place to hang out. This is, I call this as a bus stop number 1. So you can work on this and firm up through your navel, going back to the basics, firm up through your navel, lifting up through your pelvic floor and drawing your chest through your arms. You can choose to be pressing away from the floor so you're not collapsing your weight into your arms. Now, if you find this to be too easy, I invite you to transition the weight of your body towards the left foot and lift your right leg off the mat. And slowly lower your right foot down and we'll switch sides. So lifting your left foot off the floor, allowing the left leg to hover. Just a couple of inches. And go ahead and lower down, bring your knees down and allow yourself a moment of relief for your wrists if they feel a little too overwhelmed. Release your arms. Now, we'll do the same thing, one-legged versions of these postures with downward facing dog. As I said, these postures that we are introducing very much earlier on are essential building blocks. And so they feel too much intense or challenging, but as we introduce them and continue to use them in our sessions, they become part of us. They become very normal, natural for us, and the body begins to understand and use them more effectively. So coming back into spread your arms about shoulder distance apart, plant your palms, curl your toes, send your hips back, downward facing dog. Body is in shape of an inverted V. Weight of the body equally distributed between the front and the back. As you press the floor away, create your own length, lengthen your spine, and draw your chest down towards the floor. Great way to hang out here in downward facing dog. So drop your left heel, reach your right leg up and back, just reaching your right leg. So you can, my legs might reach higher, but you can just hover your right foot off the mat, that's all. Or you can reach it high up. Exhale, go ahead and lower your right foot down and we'll switch sides. Drop your right heel and reach your left leg up and back. Keep your hips level, arms are shoulder distance apart. Point your left toes towards the back wall. And exhale, go ahead and slide your left leg down, and come down to your knees. Wonderful job, guys. So these are the one-legged versions of these postures, are allowing us an option to challenge our own abilities. So we live within the comfort of maybe a plank pose or a down dog, but then we kind of explore out of that comfort zone by these one-legged versions. One-legged versions are really where the rubber meets the road. So that's kind of, I have tried to introduce them much earlier on. So now that we have spent so much of time on our arms and shoulders, we feel that it's a little too intense. So no more arms and legs. So come down to your seat and bend your knees. Bring the feet about hip width apart. Lift up through your chest. So you're not collapsing. So you're not down and slouching, but lifting up. Wrap your arms around your legs and bring your shins parallel to the floor. So notice the position of my chest. It's nice and big and proud. Collarbones wide, shins parallel to one another and also to the floor. This is wonderful place. Squeeze your navel in, lift up to your pelvic floor, and tuck your lower ribs in. So creating this nice compaction, allowing you access to make this effortless. And exhale, go back down. Bring the soles of your feet down. Take a good moment of rest here. Add a little bit more spice to that. This is called boat pose. This is a supported version. This is a much easier version. You can always choose to come back here and practice these boat poses at your own pace. But bring the soles of your feet back on. Now, come back to the supported version if that feels great. Or if you're looking for a little bit more challenge here, invite you to reach your arms out. Form up through your navel. Relax your shoulders. Fingertips reaching towards the front of the mat. Lifting up through the chest. Gradually bring your soles of your feet down. That's the Navasana version of it. Very intense version. So great way to experience that. Now that we've done a little bit of work on the core, let's lie down. Come down to your back. Bring the soles of your feet to the floor. Scoot your heels back towards your seat. Arms by your side. Upper back, mid back, and low back flush against the floor. Preparing for bridge pose, Setubandha Sarvangasana. Arms by your side. Pressing into the four corners of your feet. Lift up through your hips. Bring your thighs parallel. Lift up through your chest. Lifting up towards the chin and allow the chin to point up towards the sky. Snuggle your shoulder blades under your heart space. Interlace your fingers and place the fist directly under your hips. Take a moment to relax your buttock muscles. Try not to clench your buttocks. Form up through your navel. This is a great place to hang out. If you have a block under it, if you have a block nearby, you can place the block under your hips. Allows you a little bit more relief in these postures if you feel a little overwhelmed. And go ahead and gradually lower your hips. Windshield wiper your legs side to side. Give yourself much needed relief. We'll add a little bit of a fun aspect to our session today. This might feel a little too intense also, but again, gives you an access to exploring the core muscles. So reach your legs up, soles of your feet facing the ceiling. As much as your hamstrings can bend, and then reach your arms up by your ears. So your body, the arms and legs are creating a 90-degree angle perpendicular to one another. Inhale, reach your legs up, keeping everything still. Continue to draw your navel in towards your spine and gradually lower your legs a third of the way down. So your body is creating this 60-degree angle. Your legs are creating the 60-degree angle with the floor. Go ahead and lower your legs to 45 degrees. 30 degrees, a third of the way down, two-thirds of the way down. And go ahead and lower your legs to the floor. Take a quick transition breath here. Begin to notice if there is any tightness, soreness in your low back. There is a tendency for us to round through that low back in these leg stretches. So this is the Padasana creates a lot of rounding in the low back that might feel a little too overwhelming in your low back. So we'll do the same thing again. So this time we're going to do the same thing in the opposite way. So keeping your legs stretched out, arms reaching up by your ears, forming up through your navel. So you pretend somebody's ironing your abdomen and then they're squeezing into your low back. So keeping everything still, reach your legs up 30 degrees, a third of the way up. With the next inhale, lift the legs 45 degrees, two-thirds of the way up. And slowly lift your legs up all the way. Bend your knees and bring the soles of your feet to the floor. Rock side to side. Give yourself a much needed break. Draw your knees to your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. This is a way to unwind and cool your core muscles. Close your eyes and breathe deep into your core. Keeping your knees towards your chest, reach your arms out. Hold the outsides of your feet with your fingers. Open your legs, soles of your feet facing up towards the skies. Find your happy baby pose. Allowing yourself, opening through your groin muscles, lengthening through your hamstrings. Doesn't matter how your happy baby looks like. You're looking for a nice sensation, opening sensation along the outsides of your hips, insides of your thighs. And as you exhale, bring the soles of your feet to touch, knees wide, and gradually lower yourself down, all the way down. Knees wide, Supta Baddha Konasana. Take a moment to bring your sacrum to neutral. Lifting up, curling your tailbone up and in. Using the support of your hands, gradually bring your knees to touch. Slide your left leg long, slide your right leg long. Spread your legs wide, wider than your hips. Arms by your side, palms face up. Take a nice full breath in. A nice long breath out. Place the entire weight of your body to the floor. Let go of all your efforts. Let every muscle in your body feels relaxed. And slowly and gradually begin to become aware of your body and surroundings. And gradually, keeping your eyes closed, roll over to your right side. And gradually push yourself up to a nice, comfortable seated position. Become aware of your body. Become aware of your breath. Become aware of any areas of tightness, soreness, any area that feels a little too intense. Become aware of any emotions or feelings surfacing up as part of that practice. Core strengthening practice is a very beautiful way to wake up your confidence, wake up your initiative, your ability to take in new risks, explore new areas, and be brave and courageous in dealing with what life throws at you. Let's take a moment to seal our practice with the sounds of peace. Let's join our palms together close to heart center. Take a deep breath in and breathe it out. And breathing in Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. The divine light in me honors the divine light in you. Namaste.